It's taken a bit of time, but Charlton's summer transfer window business is finally underway. And you all know what that means. The series is back.
But still the pressure is on, and that's a splendid stop again from the goalkeeper. Wednesday though, and the ball is back out to go. Gregory, Smith sticks at the boot. Isted gets it.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode and the return of Addicks Additions for the 2023-24 season. My transfer series where I dive into every player that Charlton sign in the transfer window and give my thoughts about that player and whether it's a good one or terrible business. As I said in the intro, it has taken a bit of time since the first day of the transfer window for us to bring in our first addition, but we have finally kicked off our transfer dealing with a free agent signing, which is probably to be expected with the club's current situation of us pending a takeover and things taking a lot longer than normal for us to bring in players. But although it is a free agent, we apparently have got ourselves an absolute blinder. That is according to the club that missed out on him. Charlton Athletic have completed the signing of Luton Town goalkeeper Harry Isted. The 26-year-old joins the club on a 2-year deal with the option of a 3rd year following his release from Premier League new boys Luton. And yeah, it's certainly one that I didn't expect. It was a position that I didn't think we needed to strengthen whatsoever. It's the same thing as last season, really. I felt goalkeeper was the position that we really didn't need to worry about. You know, I felt going into the season that we had ourselves 2 very able goalkeepers in Ashley Maynard-Brewer and Joe Wollacott. But as you guys will know, if you watched my League One Transfer Room Roundup video, you will know that I spoke about how the club was prepared to listen to offers for Wollacott, and he has actually since left the club. It's happened very fast, but Joe Wollacott has completed a permanent move to Hibernian for an undisclosed fee. Obviously, he wanted to get himself regular minutes to stay in the Ghana team, as I said in the previous video, and we've gone ahead, capitalised on that, decided to sell him for a decent fee. I'd imagine a couple $100,000 I reckon we've got for him. And we brought in Isted, and there is certainly a lot of hype around this guy, especially from the team that tried to sign him, who of course was Barnsley, where he had an unbelievable loan spell there. So you guys know the drill. Let's dive straight into the club's article and then we will get into my thoughts about the signing. Charlton Athletic are delighted to announce the signing of goalkeeper Harry Isted. The 26-year-old has put pen to paper on a 2-year deal with the option of a 3rd year with the Addicks, and will officially join the club following the expiration of his contract at Luton Town. He arrives on the back of an outstanding loan spell with Barnsley last season, keeping 9 clean sheets in 22 appearances as the Tykes reached the Sky Bet League One playoff final. The stopper also collected Barnsley fans' Player of the Month award for March. Isted, who becomes Dean Holden's first summer signing, said, "It feels great to be a Charlton player. The manager rang me and he told me he wanted to bring me in and sold the club to me well, which was a big reason why I made my decision to come here." Holden is thrilled to secure Isted's services. He added, "I'm really pleased we've been able to bring Harry in. He's an excellent all-round goalkeeper. He was very impressive at Barnsley last season, culminating in their eye-catching performance in the playoff final at Wembley. Successful sides are built in competition for places and players driving each other to improve. With him and Ash, we have 2 very talented goalkeepers and I'm looking forward to working with them both." CEO Peter Story said, "We're very pleased we've signed Harry. We always knew it was likely Joe Wollacott would leave this summer and to get back to playing regular first-team football, so Dean and I have been working hard to sign a player of Harry's calibre." Isted is set to train with his new teammates for the first time when the Addicks return to full training on Monday, which is tomorrow at the time you're seeing this video. The goalkeeper had spells with Southampton and Stoke City as a youngster before sealing a switch to Luton in the summer of 2017. While at Kenilworth Road, he enjoyed loan stints with Chesham United, Oxford City and Wealdstone and Barnsley, where he established himself as the Tykes' first-choice goalkeeper and made 22 consecutive starts. So there is the club's article about the signing of Harry Isted. Now, without any further hesitation, let's get into my thoughts about the signing. And yeah, as I said, it's a position that I really didn't think we needed to strengthen. As I said, we had 2 very able goalkeepers going into the season in Maynard-Brewer and Wollacott, and I didn't really understand the need to cut and change goalkeepers constantly. And obviously, we now know that Wollacott has since left the club. He obviously wants regular first-team football, which is understandable. Obviously, he wants to keep his spot in the Ghana national team. But I think I've said it so many times in previous videos. Wollacott, I think, was very unlucky to not get a shoe in the first team after his injury. And ultimately, I do feel bad for him that his Charlton career went the way that it did, you know, because he was a very solid goalkeeper in the 16 games that he played. But that injury before the World Cup at Burton away absolutely killed all chances of appearing for the World Cup, and also killed his season because he actually didn't play a single minute for the club after that, when I felt he probably should have done. I mean, going into this season, I would have had Wollacott as number one over Maynard-Brugh. That's not to discredit Maynard-Brugh's ability, because he is a very able goalkeeper, and I feel like a lot of the Charlton fans are sort of hesitant to use the phrase turning against him, but it does seem that way from some of the fan base, because they seem to think that, oh, Holden's going to stick with him because he's a homegrown, you know, he came through the academy and that's the only reason why we're playing him, when the reality is Maynard-Brugh deserves a chance. No, he deserves a chance. But I did think Wollacott was a bit hard done by, and he deserved more minutes than what he actually got. But hey ho, what can you do? He wants regular minutes, he wants to stay in the Ghana team, and ultimately he's going to get that at Hibernian. And it's actually, if you think about it, pretty decent business from a financial point of view. You know, we signed Wollacott on a free transfer, sold him for an undisclosed fee, which I'd imagine would be a couple $100,000, and we've gone in and brought in a free agent to replace him. So in that respect, it's not a bad bit of business. And in terms of the actual calibre of the player that we've managed to bring in as well, like I said, there is a lot of hype surrounding this guy. It could very well be good business. So in terms of Isted's career, as the article alluded to, he hasn't actually played that much game time at a professional level. He's, you know, mucked about on loan spells with various non-league clubs like Cheshire United, Oxford City and Wealdstone on 3 separate occasions by the looks of it from what I can see. And Barnsley, obviously, in the second half of the season just gone, where he played 22 games, kept 9 clean sheets, established himself as their number one goalkeeper, and really, really impressed. In particular, of course, as the article mentions, in the playoff final against Sheffield Wednesday. I didn't watch it, but I have seen highlights, and my God, what a performance he put in. So he is red hot in form right now, and arguably, well, many people have been describing him as one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in the league. That's according to Barnsley fans. Isted was set to join Barnsley, but with the recent news of Michael Duff taking the Swansea job, Isted decided to, well, obviously come to us, because obviously with the managerial switch, it kind of left him feeling a certain way, and he's opted to come to us. Now, I can't say I know all too much about him, to be honest with you. I can't say I know too much, but from the clips that I have seen, he seems like a very good shot stopper. His reflexes are insane, like he's very similar to Wollacott. He can half dive and fly for a save and pull off some unbelievable saves. I mean, the save he pulled off in the playoff final to deny Windass, I think it was. It was either in extra time or the end of the normal time. I don't know when it was, but he sort of like stumbled to the left and he got across really well to the right, like rapidly, and managed to stick an arm out and pull out a save. Like I said, his reflexes look very impressive. And like I said, he is red hot in form right now. So I think it is a smart bit of business. It's a smart bit of business to kick off the transfer window. Obviously, it's not a position that I felt we should have strengthened in, because I would have kept Wollacott. But that being said, if we're selling Wollacott for a free and bringing in Isted, who was as good as he was in the second half of the season, you'd have to say that is pretty good business. Now, what's also going to be interesting is whether he's going to come in to the club and become number one straight away, because obviously it was made very clear when we sold Wollacott in the article announcing his departure that Holden favours Maynard-Brugh. So it's going to be interesting to see whether Isted gets ahead of Maynard-Brugh and becomes a number one. Personally, I would hope that he does. I would hope that he does come in as number one. But that being said, I don't really mind who is in goal, because I think both of them are two very able goalkeepers. But I think it's good that Maynard-Brugh has still got that competition. You know, we could very well have sold Wollacott and just pocketed the money and not replaced him and just brought up, I don't know, like another academy goalkeeper. Like, who's the academy keeper that's here right now? Kone, isn't it? We could very well have had him as a reserve. So I like the fact that we've gone in and brought in not just an experienced goalkeeper, but someone that is red hot in form. Obviously, it's not something that I would have done, because we need a number of other positions that need strengthening, like the defence, the midfield and the attack. Basically the entire squad, pretty much, other than the goalkeeper department. But I do like this one. I do like Isted coming in. Obviously, like I said, he's red hot in form. He looks good shot stopper, good reflexes, fantastic reflexes, in fact. And hopefully he can settle in at Charlton and he can do the business for us. So yeah, that is it. That is our first summer signing out of the way. Harry Isted joins the club from Luton Town on a permanent contract, on a free transfer, following his release from the Hatters. and he joins on a 2-year contract with the option of a 3rd year. That is it for the first episode of Addicks Editions for the 2023-24 season. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, can you possibly leave a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Welcome to Charlton, Harry Isted. We hope you like it here in SC7. We hope you're settling in well, and we hope that you can carry on that brilliant momentum you had from your time at Barnsley. What do you guys think of the signing? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this series returning. I'm really happy to get this series back up and running, like the League One Transfer Room Roundup. I really enjoy doing these transfer style content, and I'm very excited to bring these back to you guys, and hopefully we'll have a few more to bring out in the summer, hopefully, as we continue our transfer window dealings. This has been Tyler Rennickson. Have a nice day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all then.